Have you ever wondered about the process of applying for a visit visa for Canada? This vast country, known for its breathtaking landscapes and multicultural cities, draws millions of visitors each year, and a visit visa is their gateway. In this video, we'll guide you through the Canadian visit visa application process, demystifying the journey from application to approval. A visit visa, officially known as a temporary resident visa, allows individuals from around the globe to explore Canada for a short duration, whether it's to witness the Northern Lights, explore the Rocky Mountains, or simply visit loved ones. This visa is not only your passport to experiencing Canada firsthand, but also a testament to the country's welcoming nature and commitment to global connection. It's an important tool for cultural exchange, tourism, and building international relationships. As complex as it may seem, applying for a Canadian visit visa can be broken down into simple, manageable steps. So let's get started on your Canadian adventure. Before starting the application process, it is essential to understand if you meet the eligibility criteria. The basic eligibility requirements for a Canadian visit visa are quite straightforward. Firstly, you must possess a valid passport. This passport should have enough blank pages for stamping and should be valid for at least 6 months from the date of travel. Secondly, you should be in good health. Canada may require you to undergo a medical examination to confirm this. Thirdly, it's crucial you have a clean legal record. That means no criminal or immigration-related convictions. Fourthly, you'll need to demonstrate ties to your home country. This could be your job, home, financial assets, or family, which should convince the authorities that you will return home after your visit. Finally, you'll need to prove that you have enough funds to support yourself during your stay in Canada. Meeting these eligibility criteria is the first step towards obtaining your Canadian visit visa. Once you've determined your eligibility, the next step is gathering the necessary documents. Let's delve into the details of what you'll need. First and foremost, you'll need a valid passport. This is non-negotiable as it's your primary identification document. Your passport should have blank pages for visa stamping and should be valid for at least 6 months beyond your planned departure date from Canada. Next, you'll need 2 recent passport-sized photographs. These should be professionally taken, clear, and show your full face against a plain background. Remember, the photograph should not be more than 6 months old. Proof of employment is also vital. This could be a letter from your employer stating your position, how long you've been employed there, and the purpose of your visit. If you're self-employed, you might provide business registration documents, tax returns, or other relevant documents that verify your employment status. The next document you'd require is proof of funds. This demonstrates that you can financially support yourself during your stay in Canada. Bank statements, pay stubs, or a letter from your bank can serve this purpose. The key point here is to show that you have enough money to cover your expenses without resorting to working illegally. If you're visiting family or friends in Canada, you'll also need a letter of invitation from them. This letter should include details about the person inviting you, like their name, address, and contact information, as well as your relationship with them and the purpose of your visit. For students or minors traveling without their parents, additional documents might be required, such as a consent letter from the parents or legal guardians. Remember, each case is unique, so you might need additional documents based on your personal circumstances. Always check the official Canadian government website for the most accurate and up-to-date information. Having these documents ready will make the application process smoother and faster. So, gather your documents, double-check everything, and you're one step closer to your Canadian adventure. With your documents ready, it's time to dive into the online application process. Let's start by navigating to the official Canadian government website. Look for the section labeled Apply for a Visa. Click on it and you'll be directed to the online application portal. We recommend using a desktop or laptop for a smoother experience, but you can also apply using a tablet or mobile phone. As you begin, you'll be asked to create an account. This account will be your gateway to the application, so make sure you remember your username and password. Once your account is set up, you can start filling out the application form. Be thorough and honest with your responses, as this information will be used to assess your eligibility. The form is divided into several sections, each asking for specific details. You'll be asked about your personal information, the purpose of your visit, your travel history, and more. Take your time and double-check your answers before moving on to the next section. After you've filled out the form, it's time to upload the necessary documents. Remember the list of documents we discussed in the previous scene? Now is the time to attach them. Scan each document clearly and upload them in the required format. Make sure you have all the documents uploaded correctly before proceeding to the next step. The final part of the application process is paying the application fee. The payment can be made online using a credit or debit card. Make sure your card has sufficient funds to cover the cost of the application fee. Upon successful payment, you'll see a confirmation page indicating that your payment has been received. Once everything is in order, hit the Submit button. Be aware that once you've submitted your application, you won't be able to make any changes, so double-check everything before you hit that button. Upon successful submission of your application, you'll receive a confirmation email. This email is your proof that your application is in the pipeline, so keep it safe. Now all that's left to do is wait for the decision. Simple, right? Stay tuned to learn what happens after submission in the next scene. Now that you've submitted your application, you might be wondering what happens next. Well, let's walk you through it. Once your application is out there in the universe, it will be reviewed by a visa officer. During this review, they may request additional information or an interview. If an interview is requested, don't panic. It's just an opportunity for them to clarify any details or ask further questions about your application. As for the visa processing times, these can vary. It can take anywhere from a few weeks to a few months, depending on a multitude of factors. So keep an eye on your email and the application portal for any updates. Now, if your visa is approved, congratulations, you're on your way to Canada. If it's rejected, don't lose hope. You can always review the reason for rejection, make necessary corrections, and reapply. Remember, patience is key during this period. Good luck with your application.